Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Back Gamer, and this is Hell Let Loose. It's been a very long time since my last video. I do apologise. I've had a chest infection, so I've been dealing with that. The Australian health system is not that great. So this is an artillery strike in Hell Let Loose. Beautiful, hey? And coming up here, I get into a firefight with the next guy along. It's a little bit of a fight. He manages to snack the guy on my left here while I'm shooting him, which does suck a bit for that guy. But we got him. Moving up, moving up, moving up.
Nice.
This is a fun little encounter.
One on your left, Jester. On the rubble at the front.
To the right, top of the front.
And he's gone.
That'll do it.
So much fun. So I encounter a light reconnaissance tank here, the Puma, I think it's called. Yeah, it's called the Puma. So I engage it. That first round misses, but only just barely. But then it turns around and turns its attention on me. Now, I'm 1v1ing like a tank, a crude tank here, basically, with a gun and everything. And I was screwed. So he saw me just corner fire that one round, and then he's like completely up me. I've run out of rounds, so I'm running for it, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm so dead, I'm so dead, I'm so dead. That Puma's just gonna clean me up. The Puma's gonna clean me up. Then I managed to make it all the way over here, and I'm thinking, hang on, wait, he didn't fire. And there he is over there, crawling away on fire, and it's so funny. And there's another engineer who's trying to kill him over there. It's absolutely hilarious. We ended up chasing this tank for a while. I had no rounds, though. So we also jumped on 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die is a great game. If you haven't played it since the recent updates, it's had a HD remodel. As you can see, all the zombies look really, really good now. We did roll a server, but we haven't really played too much on it yet. We haven't got to the first horde night or anything. We've been distracted with Valheim. So I wanted to show this new zombie model here as well. It's a clubbing dress zombie. If you haven't seen her yet, she's really, really scary, actually. She's just like pours out of nowhere most of the time. As you can see though, this game, for those who don't know what this game is, it's a zombie survival game made a long time ago. But these guys update it and they bring out patching all the time. It's still an alpha, but like the content that's at right now is very, very playable despite being an alpha. But it's a very long project. So this is the forest. We're playing this with a fair few friends, as we covered in the last video. And this is the three of us having fun. Me, Jamie, and Booten. Big shout out to you, Booten. Big shout out to you, Jamie. All without you boys, I wouldn't be having fun each day in these games. So it's great to be playing these games with you guys. Thanks so much for your time. So I'm using the crossbow here to kill these guys. But this is just a good image of the atmospheric sort of depth this game has. As you can see, these guys run around like crazy. This is on hard, though, so I did play it on easy as well, and on normal. I would say normal. Normal is easy, though. It's so much easier. Instead of each guy being a massive fight. Oh, you can skin these big multi-legged guys, too, and make armor out of them, as I'm showing here. I'm going to put it on for you and show you. Now, this is at ×2, so I excuse if it's a little bit too fast, but yeah, I'm sure you didn't want to watch, like, a whole 4 minutes of that, 5 minutes. So this was like, we started going along the main caves to get out of here, and over there somewhere is the multi-legged guy, which is terrifying. We found the compound bow here. I'm just showing you some of the scenes there is. Now, I don't know whether you guys saw the multi-legged guy crawling in the last one. If not, we'll have to go back and zoom it in for you. But yeah, it was pretty scary. So this game is more of a survival horror than anything else, but it's got a really cool actual main storyline. In that regard, it's a lot like Subnautica, which actually has a start to end storyline. This is another one of the mutants, not the multi-legged one that we've been featuring a lot because that was way more common. This is the big guy mutants. They're terrifying. They're absolutely terrifying. So this is down the bottom of the main sinkhole where the helicopter is. Now, the footage is actually a little bit out of sync because we'll be doing the entry area to this before in the next one, which is basically you fight like some normal guys, you fight two of the multi-legged guys, then you fight two of these big guys down the bottom, and it's really hard on this difficulty. Oh, when we found the compound bow, we started making fire arrows, and that went so much better. Like, so much better. I think we're killing a big guy there. We're killing a freak. Yeah, we're killing a freak. And skinning him. So as you can see, we're running along here. Now, when we came out here, it was nighttime, and this game at night is, like, right now, we're in a big open sinkhole. So if it was daylight, it would be broad daylight down here. So as you can tell, this is what we're dealing with. This is our limited visibility we have. Those bull sounds are the multi-legged guys when they're around. They make that sound. The helicopter is such a cool little thing. So after this, there's a bit of water that you sink down to. Oh, I began playing it again with a friend of mine who just bought it as well. We're hanging out at camp. And
you have your smoky yummy treat.
I just love
smoky
his reactions. He's got the best reactions. So this is looking at these tennis guys at the main camp. This is not the sinkhole, that's the end game, but the main camp is where you can fight a lot of interesting things. And I just wanted to show you some of the horrific deaths these tennis ball guys probably would have had. Here we go.
Oh shit, there's some in the field there. Oh god, they screeched at me.
It was his first time playing. He doesn't deal too well with the horror. Again, thank you so much for playing with me, Dan and Rick. Your time's very valued, and I enjoy each time playing with you guys. So it's really good that you guys have been on some of these PC games with me recently, so you guys can experience things outside of the Xbox. I hope you've been enjoying them. I don't want to come down.
I hear fucking.
His reactions were gold. Honestly gold. So I think here you get the map under the main camp. So it was a good reason to come down here. We started again, like it's new characters. It's not the old map. Yeah, you get the map and compass. This poor cave explorer guy completely got wrecked. Like, whoa. He had a rough death as well. A lot of the key people in the game have been killed in some way in horrific style where you actually get on. So this is like the baby cabin where you encounter the first multi-legged freak most of the time.
Are you streaming, Stu?
That's Ricky. Shout out to Ricky.
I see that leggy bitch up there.
He's so scared.
I'll be right back.
His reactions are just so genuine and so gold. I love it. I love it so much. There he is. Multi-legged. Ah, he missed the Molotov. The baby is such, by the way. They'll like nearly one-shot you. Ah, yeah, she's after him. So worth it. So worth it. You got the best reaction. So of course we've been playing a bit of Final Fantasy as well. Ricky's just actually managed to grab a new account of Final Fantasy. So this is one of the frog bosses from a pretty impressive dungeon that has a really awesome soundtrack. Very worth your time. At this point, it's really good. We're just running out. Oh well, I managed to run the samurai up as we speak now. The samurai is now 80. So that's great. This is playing with the wife, Sarah. Oh, this is one of those trials that I will always remember about this game. This is just such a great scene. So he powers this weapon down here in a second, and just watch this animation as the tank blocks it. It's so cool. So the idea is the group has to destroy the weapon, or knock the weapon away before it wipes the group. But it's just such an epic blocking scene. Like, this is super cool. Like, this really blew my mind about this game, 100%. Definitely one of my favourite fights, and there's a lot of trials which are very memorable, but this one sits extremely fondly with me. So cool, right? Just wow. You just don't see MMOs do what Final Fantasy does. I know it's a bit harder to get into, it's a bit harder to get the grind done, but it's so worth your time. Especially if you've never played it before. So this is us doing alpha on Ragnarok on the PvP server. Now the PvP server's been wiped since then. I don't know whether I included the video of our base in here. I tried to do like a quick clip of the base so that you guys could see where we used to be. But yes, I decided to do alpha Ragnarok boss fight on a Terror-Bird. Don't judge. The Terror-Bird was fine. This is just sort of the person I am. I love my Terror-Bird. We've also done Valheim. I had a clip of that, but I didn't include it so far. I was interested to see how the guns went with the game as well, because I realized a lot of people use guns in boss fights. So I was like, well, you know, you can shoot from the back with Terror-Bird. Why not give it a go? Now it's at high speed, so you guys don't have to watch about 10 minutes of the boss fight, because it was on alpha, so they took a while to die. So this is a little bit more Final Fantasy. As I said, it's been roughly 2 weeks, I think, since my last weekly roundup. I've been ill, so it's been hard. Oh, now this is at high speed, but this boss you don't actually have to fight. It's amazing. You just have to beat all these little tricks. And so one person needs to at least make it through. But this is a boss fight with absolutely zero fighting mechanics. This boss fight is extremely just dodging, and you get trial overcome and things like that. It's another one of those things that really surprise you that they do. So you'll get a red X over you if you fail. I think you can fail twice before it knocks you out. If it knocks the whole group out, you guys get wiped. Pretty simple. So this is a quick look of our Ark base. Obviously we don't have this PvP base anymore because of the server went down, wiped to clean up some issues. It has come up since then as well. If you guys want to check it out, it's Bear's Den. It's got a fair few maps now as well, instead of just the ones that we started with, which was Ragnarok Center. Now it has Ragnarok Center, Extinction, Aberration, I think. This base is no longer here. Like I said, he restarted it. Anyone jumping onto these servers will probably find a fresh start. They're very good rates. They're 50 times taming, things like that. Very generous, very relaxing, very easy. As you can tell, we've got tech, we've got teleporters. We did well. It was a pretty fun time on here. I didn't really feel like Ark myself, so I haven't gotten back on there. Ark is definitely not my favourite of all games, and I know that a lot of people will hate me for that, but I've played a lot of Ark, and it's definitely lost its majesty. So I apologise for the bad sound. I've tried to make sure most of the clips are better sound, but this is Phasmophobia. So we're creeping through a house right now. I'm trying to find the right room, and I heard the door open behind me. So this is the same ghost hunt. The sound's fixed, thankfully, and that was just so creepy, right? The guy walks past and the door shuts. So this game has so many memorable moments. I think there's going to be a lot more videos in the next video. Well, a lot more clips in the next video if you guys are interested in some more Phasmophobia clips. But yeah, so scary. So scary. I love this game, and it is a gem. I've taken a very long break from this game, and I can easily come back and play it some more. Even when you see them through the cameras, the ghosts still terrify you. When you're hunting them, they terrify you. The objective of this game is you're a team trying to get clues, and each clues narrow down what kind of ghost you're dealing with, and you get paid for each of the ghosts. That's all you need, right? So this is League of Maidens. League of Maidens is a game that dropped this week, and it's interesting. That's all I can describe it as. This is Dark and Light, Ark's long lost cousin. I played this for a little bit with a wife. Would I recommend? Oh, definitely no. The servers were all extremely dead. There was 0 pop on like every server. That is a house that someone's built over there. That's not in-game building. So you know that some people do play this game. But as you can see, it's very Ark-like, high fantasy. It's got trance magic, things like that. Like summoning your map requires you to cast a spell, I think, which we never got to. We found it okay, but definitely not worth our time by the end of it. We were just like, well, okay, we seen, we done, we were there. So a lot of fireballs, a lot of skeletons, manticores, dragons. The theme itself is pretty good though. Like it's a pretty good looking game.
I think it's gonna take.
So this is League of Maidens again. A little bit of actual gameplay instead of the intro trailer for it. So this is actually how it plays. The combat's pretty good, to be honest, for a game that's developed by 3 people. But it's got high sexual content, so it's up to you whether you decide that you're okay with that or not. But it does play well. It plays extremely well.
That was a really easy boss fight.
Good job.
So 7 Days AI again. Now this is just starting off the new server. Now this is the newbie house where I spawned at, and I'm like, okay, searching for stuff. Everyone knows this trailer and Navsgate. It's not near the fire or border. And I'm going through everything, going, surely there won't be a dog here. There's a dog here. Oh god, there's a dog here. So I had to show you how I dealt with a dog with no weapons, and literally like a minute into the game. So of course we all met up, and now we're searching the working shifts on the way to the vendor so we can get our last point from the merchant. So Dan stirred up absolutely terrifying amount of zombies. There is so many in this courtyard. I've never seen this many here in the working shifts. I don't know how this many turned up, but they're just so scary. Look at them all. Just look at them all, just coming from everywhere. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So Dan had a fun time running, dodging, trying to kill them. I was a little bit hurt still from earlier. If you're wondering, this game does the horde mechanic extremely well. Like, you do feel like you're being overwhelmed by slow walking biters, depending on what you set your settings on. We had this one on walk during the day and jog at night. So we usually don't do run or sprint because it is so hard early game to put down a zombie and jog or sprint. I would like to actually try it one day on the natural settings of sprint at night and see how we go. I reckon it will die so much early game. With this game though, when you're high enough level, you actually lose XP each time you die. Now, 7 Days Die has a completely reworked skill system though, and the weapons in 7 Days Die is so good. Like, I'm definitely fondly thinking of this game, and to be honest, I'm liking this game more than Valheim still. I did play a lot of Valheim recently. We finished the last boss, which will be included in the next video. We actually managed to get ourselves some blunderbuss not long in. I think this is day 4. Day 3. We went and found the power station, my usual hangout. When they get on you, they get on you. It's absolutely overpoweringly scary when a zombie's on you. It'll just tear you apart. Look at this chick, running, just straight up sprinting at your face. Like, terrifying. Don't worry, help is on the way. Oh, look, there he is. So, Little mini hordes can turn up as well. I'll just start showing you. Like, this was at the same house, mind you. So we're just clearing out the house, getting some loot out of it, because it's a good early game building to hit near the power station. And it's got some good loot in it, some nice chests, but we had a little mini micro horde turn up. Now, they can be summoned by witches as well, but I think this one's just what they call the morning horde. At a certain time each morning, a big group of zombies will wander on past wherever you are, and you can sneak them and not have to fight them, or unavoidably stir them all up, and they will just like wreck you. Such a great zombie game though. Like, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead or something, this is definitely the game you must play. So back to Phasmophobia. Again, this is definitely one of my favorite games. It's in my top 10 for sure. We have so much fun with this game. Nothing more spooky when you figure out which room they're in. So we're wandering around here now. You can't hear voice. I'm going to work on that with the next recording. Hopefully it's all in there. You can hear some funny moments. But here's a twofer. You get a voice and you get cold breath. So we've got freezies and spirit box, which means we only need one more clue to figure it out. Oh, this is terrifying. Absolutely. Just listen to the footsteps. He opened our bloody door. He opened our bloody door. That was absolutely terrifying. We thought we were so dead. I shut it again because I'm like, nope, shut the door. But he can actually see through doors, so there's no real point in shutting them most of the time. Doors and cupboards. So this is Valheim. It's going to be very quick. I've got it on, I think, sped up on 2 times. So the intro for this game is pretty good. You're a Viking trying to basically conquer the afterlife. You've got a group of people with you, and the idea is this game is best with 3 to 10. I recommend at least 2. Some of these bosses are very hard solo. I like a lot of this content is very hard to push through on your own, and this game is very fun to explore as a group. So you want to at least run around with the 2 people, at least. We played mainly with 2. We did have a bit of a bigger group though. So me and Dan enjoyed this game. Personally, I still think games like 7 Days and that are more my style. It really felt like Viking Minecraft, if you want to put it that way, for me. With exploration. The biomes are very limited at the moment. By the time, it's very grindy, so by the time you build up a good set of armor or a good set of gear, so that you feel like you can explore in your boats, there's not much to see, which was a bit of a letdown. I really wanted more exploration. I really wanted to see more areas. So this is the Dark Forest. I'll definitely have some trolls in the next video if there's none in this one. I don't think there would be many in this one. Don't know whether we built leather armor by now or copper. I think we're in copper armor. And I think it was me and Dan checking out a burial chamber to see what was in it. But this is how you naturally get into smelting copper and all that sort of stuff. You go in here and you get these cores, and you use a pick to break down the copper ore, and you put it all together so you can smelt down copper and bronze. So while I've been sick with the chest infection, I've been watching some movies as well. I thought I'd include those clips of those movies. Some of the clips I found were the best parts of the movies for you guys at the end of the video here. Hopefully you guys don't hate this new take, but yeah, I recommend each of these movies. Each of these movies were either terrifying or great in their own ways. Definitely fans. Hope you enjoyed.
date?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's the date my dad died.
Oh my God, your dad died? I'm so sorry.
Don't be. It's fine. It's totally cool.
So what happened?
Ooh.
Okay, you don't need to ask.
No,
Don't ask that.
no.
It's kind of inappropriate.
He was a fireman, so he died in a fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we knew. We don't like to talk about it. That's why we don't bring it up. Apologize to Scott.
It's the right thing to do. You should say sorry.
Apologize to get out.
It's not okay.
Scott, I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry that I asked about your tattoo.
What? He doesn't care. It's fine.
He doesn't care.
Look at him. He's laughing so much.
I don't care. We talk about his dead dad all the time. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not your dad.
So funny.
He makes so many jokes about it.
God. I don't even